Hare Krishna. I'll be reading a story, Raghunandan, which shows us the value of love in action. In West Bengal, there is a small and beautiful village named Srikhand. The people of this village are kind and loving. 500 years ago, a person named Mukund lived here with his family. In the heart of the village, there was a temple of Krishna, the deity that Mukund Sarkar worshipped. Every day he offered food to the deity of Krishna. Mukund Sarkar was a physician in the king's court. One morning, the king asked Mukund Sarkar to visit a nearby village. Mukund rushed home and called out his 5-year-old son. Little Raghunandan ran into his father's arms. Mukund lovingly said to him, Raghunandan, I have to visit a village nearby for some time, so you must offer lunch to Krishna today. But father, said Raghunandan, I don't know how to do the offering. His father explained, Your mother will cook lunch and give you the offering plate. All you have to do is to take the offering plate from your mother and offer it in front of Krishna. Chant the mantra that I have taught you. Then pray to Krishna and say, Please eat what my mother has cooked for you. Raghunandan looked up at his father and nodded. Soon Mukund left for work. After some time, the food was ready and Raghunandan's mother called out to him. Raghunandan was very excited as he was about to offer the food for the first time. The noon sun shone brightly as Raghunandan unlocked the door and entered the temple room. There stood Krishna, flute in hand, smiling sweetly, dressed in yellow silken garments. Scented flowers decorated the Lord. Raghunandan placed the plate in front of Krishna. He sprinkled holy water on his palm as he had seen his father do. Bell in hand, he closed his eyes and chanted the mantras. He did everything just as his father had instructed him. He opened his eyes ever so slightly to see if Krishna was eating. The plate was full, as it had been before. Raghunandan shut his eyes tightly to give Krishna more time to eat. Sitting there, he waited for the Lord to eat. After some time, he slowly opened his eyes again, but the plate was still full. Raghunandan joined his palms and said, Krishna, oh Krishna, why aren't you eating? Please eat, otherwise my father will be very angry at me. Big tears welled up in his eyes and rolled down his chubby cheeks. After a few moments, an amazing thing happened. Krishna started speaking. Raghunandan, I have already eaten. But how could you have eaten when everything is still on the plate? Raghunandan cried. Krishna replied, I just glance at the food and it is accepted. I can do everything with all my senses. I can eat with my eyes and see with my ears. So I have already eaten. But Raghunandan began to cry. I don't understand. All I know is that the food is still here. I can see it. Please eat. He wept and wept, pleading to Krishna to eat. Krishna, seeing his love, said, All right, Raghunandan, I will eat as you want me to. Saying this, the deity of Krishna ate everything that was on the plate, from the rice and dal to the kachoris, puris, halwa, and the big sweet laddus. Raghunandan was overjoyed to see Krishna eating. He washed the Lord's hands and ran back to his mother with the empty plate. Mother frowned. Raghunandan, where is the prasad? The food you offered to Krishna? She asked, taking the plate from him. Surprised, Raghunandan exclaimed, Mother, what prasad? I did the offering and Krishna ate it all. Puzzled, his mother didn't say anything. Meanwhile, Mukund had returned from the village. He called out to Raghunandan's mother. I have had a very busy day today. Bring me the prasad. Prasad? Raghunandan says that Krishna has eaten it all. She replied. She softly added, But I think Raghunandan must have eaten all of them and is lying to us. Mukund smiled. My son is very special. Let me ask him. He pulled Raghunandan onto his lap and asked him to narrate everything that had happened. Raghunandan excitedly described everything. Mukund became very thoughtful. He told his son, Can you make another offering to the Lord? Let me see how you offer to these laddus. Raghunandan joyfully ran to the temple. This time, Mukund hid behind the curtain to watch. Raghunandan said the mantra, but nothing happened. Once again, he started crying and begged Krishna to eat. Finally, Krishna, overcome by his love, took the laddu from the plate and ate it. Mukund was amazed to see this miracle in front of his own eyes. He fell to his knees, bowing to the Lord. With tears in his eyes, he embraced his little son and said, Indeed, today I have seen with my own eyes your love for the Lord and the Lord's love for you. All glories to the Lord and his devotees. Thank you, Hare Krishna.